Wow, that is fancy. Hey, everybody, welcome to our live. It is Wednesday. I'm Paul,
I'm Ray,
and we
and we
are
are.
the Alconauts.
Yes. And this is the first edition of Poor Decisions Live with the Alconauts. So we're going to try and do this in a sort of a formatted kind of way. We're going to bring you some beer education. We're going to,
Do some of the trivia.
we may have a guest or two on with us tonight. We'll see what happens there. Yes, we figured we'd give this a go. We got some good friends that do it as well. So here we are.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We've been talking about this for a while, doing a live on a regular basis, and I think we're going to be able to stick to this format and to the schedule. So I'm glad if you're out there. Thanks for joining us. Beers for breakfast, facts for snacks, drinking his favorite drink. I'm going to assume it's a Laker.
Oh, hey, Bruce here. Yeah, that'd be a Laker ice for sure. So, alrighty, well, let's get into this, Paul. Where do you want to start with this tonight?
I'm going to say let's go to the other side of the world. Let's head off to Europe. We're going to say Prague. Czechoslovakia, Prague. Known as the beer drinking capital of the world. Well, evidently. Now, the story out of Prague is that they do a thing called beer spa. I don't know if you heard about this, Ray.
Beer spa. I have.
Basically, you get to soak in a vat full of beer loaded with natural elements integral to the beer production process. Your malt, your hops, your yeast, the whole 9 yards. And evidently, these things are kind of like good for your skin. So they have these beer packages or beer spa packages where you can soak in the suds and have a tasting session at the same time or afterwards. And you're looking at a price point of about $130 to about $150 US. Is this something the ordinary guy would do?
Well, I don't know. Why don't we find out? Here's the ordinary guy.
Hey, ordinary guy.
Hey. Hi, guys. It's me, Ordinary Guy. Damn, I should have changed my name to Ordinary Guy down at the bottom here. I apologize. I didn't know I was going to get put on the spot like that. Jeepers creepers.
We didn't know either, so...
Would you do a beer spa for about $128 to $150?
You know what? Beer. I'd never heard of that until you guys just talked about it. And I'm sitting here thinking, if I'm in Prague and I'm on vacation, obviously, and you try and experience a lot of the local stuff that locals would do, I think I would do that because that's just kind of that seems like to me it seems like such a guy thing to do. You'd never see a girl going, "Oh, I want to go swim in a vat of beer." No, it'd always be some young guy that would want to do it. But I think I would pay for that. I think that would be cool.
So if it wasn't Prague, and let's say it was, Niagara Falls, would you do it? At which point it was probably going to be about $300 to $400.
Yeah. I probably would anyway. Just because it's something silly and it would make for a good video.
It's a neat experience. Beers for breakfast, facts for snacks. Drew says, "I'll do it for a $300." We're not paying you, Drew. We're not paying you.
You have to pay them. You have to pay them.
But
exactly.
Honestly, I think as an overall experience, it'd be neat to do at least once. I know I've been to a spa and it's been absolutely an amazing experience, even though I didn't think it would be. But to douse myself in beer, now here's my caveat. And let me ask you guys, would you be tempted?
I know where this is going.
Beer that you're in.
No.
Would you be tempted?
No. I knew that's exactly where you were going to. No, I would not be drinking it.
I know where I've been. Nah.
How many beers would you have to have before you say, "I'm gonna taste this"?
I don't think I could drink that many.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
I'd probably be about 10 beers in and 2 shots tequila.
No, I don't know if you know.
I drink it.
Yeah, of course.
Now, isn't there a beer spa in Ontario now?
There's actually a beer spa up north. I don't remember where, and I apologize for not researching a little bit more thoroughly. They actually do have a beer spa up north. Kind of same concept, very European looking, and there's not a lot of facilities or lodgings, I should say. I think it's like 8 or 10 like domiciles that you can stay at, but they have the facilities so that you can go and sit in the beer and soak yourself. So I don't know how much that costs, but it's something that's probably come up maybe in the last. Oh, there you go, Muskoka Beer Spa. Not sponsored by them, but hopefully someday in the future.
Yes.
So I don't know if you know the answer to this, Paul. I was just sitting here thinking about soaking in a beer bath of sorts. Do you know if it's heated beer or if it's cold beer? Because that would make a big difference for me.
I would say it's got to be tepid. I don't think it's going to be cold. I guess it's about tepid, like almost room temperature. But I guess that would be the dissuasion of having to drink what you're sitting in is that it's not cold beer.
Right. See, for me, I don't. If it was a cold beer thing, I don't know if I would have second thoughts about it. But if it's warm, like a jacuzzi kind of spa kind of deal, I would definitely be into that because at least it's warm.
Really, eh?
Yeah, I would prefer it warm. But I mean, that's just me. I'm a cold baby. Everybody knows that. So
I'd probably say if you're doing the jacuzzi thing and it was tepid, at least you'd know someone peed.
That's true. Well, I'm sure going into something like that, you can just automatically assume that somebody before you probably peed in it. I'm just saying.
I guess PA Brew News. Cheers all, he says, and
hey, Paul.
Cheers all to you too. But
Paul's on. Cool.
Yeah, like honestly, I don't know. You guys are sitting out there in live land. Like aside from Drew from Beers for Breakfast, Facts for Snacks, anyone else out there would you be willing to sit in a vat or a jacuzzi full of beer as a spa experience and pay for it?
That's the key part, paying for it, right?
I would try it. I think I would try it. At what did they say? $99 for the one up in Muskoka. So yeah, $99 per person. That's for a one night stay.
That seems kind of well. I assume that's just for the stay itself. I can't see that being for the actual spa experience.
Yeah, probably not. That's they're calling it Sunday to Thursday, and that includes breakfast. So
that's still not bad. One night stay with breakfast for $100. That's cheaper than most hotels.
Yeah, $99 for a stay. It's not bad at all.
The thing I didn't include here was though it's a minimum of 432 people per group.
What? No, it's not. No, it's not. You're just making shit up now, right?
Where'd you get that number from?
Well, I don't know. It's just what popped into my head when I started talking.
Now, is there a minimum group of 4 or 6 or 8 or something like that?
It doesn't look like it on the website. I've closed that tab, so it didn't say anything. But there were the little asterisks things there in the. But besides Sunday, I'm not sure what that means. But
yeah, because that'd be. I mean, you're not. That's not something you're going to go do by yourself. That's not like a solo trip. I don't think.
No,
I think that's something. I think that's something you're going to do with a group of guys or some couples or something like that, right?
Yep.
That might be a road trip in order for Shane this summer, I think.
There you go.
I think we need to join you. Well, as a professional thing.
I get it, Paul. That's exactly how I took it. It's a professional thing.
What do we call that?
Yeah.
R&D.
R&D, sir. A little bit of R&D.
Yes, R&D.
Ray, I think you need to you're gonna have to seeing as you're in control of this stream, you have to put those comments up for us.
Put the comments up? Oh yes, I can do that. I
don't.
I got to jump over there and do that. So
I can't do it.
Alrighty, so let's see here. We got like we said, we got Brew here. He's drinking his favorite. We all know what that is. Yeah, he'd do the beer spa for $300.
He'd do anything for $300.
He would drink the water, the beer stew. It's my ass, my balls. I'd try the beer and get drunk off it. Of
Oh,
course.
Peter Bruce is saying, don't put the comments up, is what he's saying. Don't put the comments up. Like, okay, let's just say right there. Like, honestly,
we're out of the comments. We're done.
That's fine. So I'm gonna say, like, the majority of, I would say, most beer drinkers would probably say, yeah, beer spa, definitely worth the try.
I see why Paul didn't want the comments. I got you.
Oh, see, I got to go and read them now. Damn it.
Yeah, now you got to read them.
No, I got to go read them.
Yeah, it's definitely worth a read.
Oh, okay. Okay, I see now. Yes, I see. Okay, no problem. Everybody else can see them except for me because I got to go into the little side bar here. So, all right.
Oh, there you go. You got it now.
Good. All good.
Oh, we're with you there, Paul. He just said, haha, just joking. Don't know your level of insanity.
Well,
it's not super high, but it's up there, Paul. It's up there. I mean, I can personally vouch. I've hung out with these guys a few times, so it's most of the time it's okay. Every once in a while, something crazy happens, and usually it's because of Paul.
Yes.
Well, yes.
Yepper. So
that's correct.
So what are you drinking tonight, Shane? Anything at all before you go into work or not?
Yeah, you know what? I wasn't going to, but I thought, you know what? You guys would probably want to do a quick little review or something, kind of like what I do. So let me grab my glass here. I got this thing. I'm trying to go healthy. So I got this from, it's a company I've never heard of before. It's called Stokely Van Camp Incorporated. And the name of it is...
Where'd Paul go? Holy crap. Sorry.
It's okay. It's this drink is called... I'm probably going to butcher the name of this. It's called Gatorade, and apparently it's orange flavored. So I'll be drinking this Gatorade. It's there's no ABV listed on it. There's no ABV listed on this.
It must be really good.
Pours it a lovely orange.
Yeah,
smells orangey. Yeah.
Is any pith to that at all? Is it any dankness?
No. No, it's got a pretty thin body on it. I'm getting a touch of a watered down orange flavor with a bit of a saltiness in the background.
I was going to say a little saline there in those.
Yeah, it's a little saline-y, which I don't normally like in my drinks. But if you guys get a chance, check out the. I think it's pronounced Gatorade.
Gatorade.
It's an interesting shaped ball.
Cool. Yeah, interesting shaped ball. Cool little logo on the front of the Gatorade. Yeah, okay, I'm just messing around, guys. I got to go to work in like an hour, so I'm just having a Gatorade. I'd love to join you guys for a beer, but that would just be
Hi, Vanessa.
Vanessa, what's up?
Hey, Vanessa.
So, but yeah, so I think Paul's just going straight up straight up Pilsners or lagers tonight, knowing Paul. But
oh yeah, I'm going easy tonight. I'm going with the domestics. Nothing too fancy, but good enough to do the job.
Nice.
Nope, somebody just got a text message on their phone.
Yeah, that was me. I just I did not click the one I wanted, but this was the one I meant to click on.
Oh yeah, the beer spa. Yeah, we got to try this, Alan. We got to try this.
Yeah, we'll try and get him up to speed after. But yeah, Vanessa saying she drinks the Gatorade as well.
Well, there you go.
Yep.
Yeah, I usually drink it the day after.
It's the beer of champions.
It is.
It's the beer of guys who got to go to work in an hour. That's what this is.
That's it. Alrighty, so Paul's sticking with the domestic stuff, but I mean, this is technically domestic. What I've got here, it's from Russell Brewing. That's out in Surrey, BC. It's a wee angry Scotch ale, coming in at 6.5%. So I figured I'd grab something interesting that I've never seen before. Oh, it almost went all over my mouse here. Wonder what color this is going to be.
Dark amber, I'm guessing.
Yeah, it's dark. It's almost cola dark. Poured a little heavy there.
It's not really amber then. Like I said, I was just guessing.
Yeah, there's a bit of amber to it, a little coppery, but it looks almost black in the can here. So,
and just for the record, PA Brews, Instead of calling me his Paul, you just call me the Asian sensation. Everyone's gonna know what that means.
5 Doppelbox to start the night. Hiya.
Well, if it's any consolation, I started drink. I'm not gonna say. So anywho,
did you have breakfast beers today, Paul?
Speaking of going out for a couple of beers, let's talk about beerflation. Is it me, or are beers getting expensive both in the pubs and at the beer store? It just seems like every couple of months, that beer price just seems to be creeping up, whether it be, 20 cents or $1. It just keeps going up on a quarterly basis.
Yeah, you're right, Paul. And it's, I think we just had up here in our area anyway, I think less than a year ago, I think we had a tax put on our beer. And I know in the news, they've been talking about doing another tax like in April or something like that. And I remember when the last tax came on and all the breweries were losing their minds. They're like, you're going to put us out of business because we have to up our prices, and then, people are going to buy less. And now they're sitting here doing it again. So they're fighting it again. So
yeah, it's funny because I'm seeing a lot of breweries closing down because I don't know if people realize the margins on beer is not that high if you're a craft brewery. Right. Especially in where we're from in Ontario and in Canada, because they get double taxed by the federal government, they get double taxed, they get taxed by the provincial government. So they're getting taxed out of the wahoo, and they're really not making much. Like their margins are generally about 6 to 8%.
Mm-hmm.
That's not a lot of money. And
no, it's
not. They got to go by volume, and unless people are promoting it like our fellow beer tubers, people aren't going to buy large quantities of it like the domestics, unless they get bought out. And it's a sad thing because there's a lot of good breweries out there who make good stuff, who kind of challenge the system, and unfortunately they've got to kind of end their run because of generally taxes. And like I know a couple of years ago there was like an aluminum shortage for cans.
Yep.
The big breweries were buying up like tall boy cans and slim cans and standard cans left, right, and center, leaving the little guys like scrambling and paying a premium just to get their beers in a can. It's just and I get it, but like I said, when you go to the pub or bar, like I'm paying like $8 to $10 a pint now.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. I don't know why, like $6, $7 for a bottle. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, when I see specials now, come on down. We got $5.50 bottles. Best deal in town. I'm like, man, used to go up for $2 beers.
Oh, PA Brew is saying
right.
He's saying a case from a German company was $65 a case. Now it's $100 a case.
Yep.
Win that thing. Is that what that WTF means? Win that thing. Must be a Chinese. Must be a Chinese saying. Win that thing.
It's Paul trying to be cultured and speak your language.
Yeah. So what's Vanessa saying here? Same thing's happening in Connecticut's marijuana markets. Huh.
Yeah, and I think that might be half the problem too, is because especially like up here in Ontario, I mean, pot is legal up here. You can just walk into a store and grab pot. And especially, I think the younger generation, I think that's what they're leaning towards. They're going into the pot shops because that's like the cool hip thing because it's new. It's a new legal thing that they can do that they couldn't do before. And I think I think they're gravitating towards that as opposed to alcohol, except for their silly White Claws,
Well, it's funny, like just get onto the pot thing, which is, when Ray was young and, dinosaurs were roaming around the world, pot wasn't really that very potent. And a lot of the pot smokers back then just had a couple puffs. It was just enough to give a little bit of a high. Hey, oh my God, ordinary guy number 2 from Hotlanta, Georgia.
Yes, sir.
If I'm going to be surrounded by Canadians, I'm going to be drinking this fantastic, one of the most fantasticest Canadian beers ever invented.
That is a solid, amazing beer.
Mm.
And everybody who's had one will agree that is an amazing beer.
It just gets better with age. I still got 4 more of them sitting in the refrigerator over there. I save them for special occasions.
What? 4 beers? Can't imagine. 4 manifestos? I can't imagine where you would have picked those up.
It's
Well, I'll tell
not
you
what you know, it's who you know.
That's true.
We've got Brian the Beer Snob here from Hotland, Georgia. We got Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Review. I'll tell you what, I'm going to challenge you guys with a little trivia.
Oh God!
Let's do a little beer trivia, and you guys at home, I want you to play as well. Each question is worth a certain amount of points, where the points don't really matter, but you guys do actually have a chance to win a prize. Ray, do you have that prize?
Yeah,
Okay.
I couldn't grab it, but I'll put a post up later on about it.
It's a vinyl sticker of an Alconauts vinyl sticker. I know it's just a little prize, but honestly, do you guys deserve better? No.
Alrighty.
Thanks, Paul.
Alrighty.
Thanks,
Well,
Paul.
let's throw another widget in the can here, so to speak. And look who else just showed up. It's ordinary guy number 3.
Oh my goodness. I feel like I'm in a blockbuster movie and we're just doing the cast roll down. And we're getting to the end of that cast roll down. Ordinary guy number 3. Played by.
We should recap back here. Ordinary guy is Shane from Shane's Craft Beer Reviews. Ordinary guy number 2 is Brian the Beer Snob. And ordinary guy number 3 is Alan from One Flight Down.
Cheers.
Welcome. Well, I am glad you guys are here, and I'm really excited to test your knowledge about beer. Are you gentlemen ready?
Here we go.
And ladies out there.
I wish I had time to prepare. Jeepers creepers. Okay.
Question number 1 is going to be on screen. Here we go.
Inside each can of Guinness beer is a plastic widget containing what type of gas?
Boop, 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 boop.
Does anybody not know this? That's a better question. Does anybody not?
What do you guys? Who? Go ahead.
Nitrogen.
Nitrogen.
Everybody knows it's nitrogen.
Why is there nitrogen?
To make it creamy with those super tiny bubbles.
That's right.
Brian the Beer Snob, you get 500 points. And
Sweet.
Anyone out there who got that answer, give yourself 500 points. Question number 2,
I'd like
Ray.
to buy the pink flamingo, and I'll take the rest in a gift certificate.
There's no gift certificates here, sir. Only IOUs.
Here we go.
Well, that's a
Question number
reference.
2.
If you're old enough to remember how Wheel of Fortune used to be, you didn't just get all the prizes with a gift certificate at the end. You had to buy their crappy prizes that came out, and it was just like, I'll take the plastic pink lawn flamingo for 500. I'll take a sunshade for my lawn chair for 25, and I'll take the rest in a gift certificate.
Geez. If we only had video of that from way back when. Ray, give us question number 2.
It's on
there
screen,
already.
buddy.
We got there. Milk pasteurization in the U.S. was still a few decades away in the 1870s. Well, that didn't keep which American brewery from becoming the first to use this technique to pasteurize beer?
I'm going to guess Anheuser-Busch. I don't know. I have absolutely no clue. I'm just throwing a name out.
Throw names out there.
Yeah.
Pabst
Yeah,
Blue
let's
Ribbon.
guess. What do you guys think?
Miller.
Oh, I think we've got a winner in the comments section, Paul. Have a look down there.
Oh, Vanessa, you hit the nail on the coffin. It is Budweiser. And obviously for the pasteurization process, it was used to destroy the pathogens and bacteria, which honestly, I kind of like the bacteria. That's why I would go to a beer spa and drink the beer.
That's right.
Being an ex food inspector, she would probably know that, pretty easily, I would imagine.
Yeah, that's true.
If you got that right, you got 200 points. I'm just making this up as we go.
What? How is that? How is that one worth less points than the nitrogen one that everybody knows the answer to?
Honestly, I'm not the math Asian. Okay, so just shut your mouth.
Jeepers.
Ray, question number 3.
Alrighty, here we go.
All right.
During what month is the typical start date of the famed
September
German beer festival, Oktoberfest?
Yeah.
September.
Yep.
Okay.
Here's more details about that.
That was a pretty straightforward one. And for you guys playing at home, if you got that correct, you got 1,000 points.
Wow.
The easier the question, the more points it's worth. What is wrong with this game show, Paul? You're like the shittiest game show host.
Oh, wow. You are so not getting a vinyl sticker from the Alconauts.
Come on. I'm wearing the shirt. I'm the only one here wearing the shirt, goddammit. Let's get credit for something.
Has it. So
that's not the point, Ray. That's not the point.
So I just noticed Paul from PA Brew News. You mean Budvar? Because Budweiser stole it.
Budvar.
Yeah. Somebody knows a bit of their history, and just for you, Paul, mathiness is awesome. Mathiness is awesome.
Right, Vanessa?
No mathiness here.
Honestly, if I was that Asian, then yeah, I would think so too.
This is good. Why is it in September with a name like that?
Because Septemberfest sounds stupid.
Yes.
Exactly.
Septemberfest.
You make it sound like a
monster
truck rally. September. Drink all the beer you can drink.
We'll sell you the whole month, but you'll only need a day.
Hey, buddy.
Exactly.
Now we sound like pirates.
Okay.
Yarr. Stay for the beer. Drink a little. I don't know. That's it. I don't know. Ray, give us number 4.
What's our Here we go.
What's our next one?
What is the style of beer developed in London, the early 18th century, that uses brown malt? The style was named for people known for carrying objects, as this style of beer was very popular with. And the rest of the question didn't fit because it was over 200.
with their profession.
Yes.
Named for people carrying objects. That's throwing me off now.
Style of beer developed in the 18th century. Brown malt.
Oh, porter?
Stout.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
porter.
That makes sense.
I'm sitting here going, what the hell does it carry? Is it a rye? No, rye. No, porter. And it just kind of came to me. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Porters is correct. And if you got that question correct back at home, you get 20 points.
One guy answers it gets the least amount of points because it's that hard. Oh my God.
Well, no, let's see. How many other people answered? So Paul got that one.
Yep.
And we have to remember, we got to go back a little here. Vanessa is also a semi-retired math teacher. I think Vanessa is like the second most interesting person in the world.
No, she is the most interesting person in the world.
Awkward silence.
Yeah, Ray, come on, get them things up.
Okay, Ray. Last question.
All right, here we go. One more question. This should be a fairly easy one. Opening in 1829, this beer company is the oldest operating brewing company in the U.S. Their products include Original Black and Tan,
Yingling.
Light. No, Brian, you pronounced it wrong. It's Youngling.
That's correct.
You're on a Canadian show.
I'll take a 50-point deduction on that one, Pat.
You know what? Just because Brian answered so fast, everyone gets 2,000 points.
Yeah,
everyone.
1,000 points. There you go.
Brian?
I was trying to find my Youngling can.
I was hoping I could
this
jump
one right here.
Like that one right there.
I was hoping to jump the ditch tonight and get some Black and Tan because I love that stuff. That's so good.
The Black and Tan.
This has my telltale dent in it. That means I've taken the last sip and I don't want to pick up an empty can because that's an epic waste of time. So I always squeeze it a little bit, leave it right there. I'm not going to squeeze this one. It is empty because I'm still wringing this one out. I want to get all the chocolatey goodness out of it, but I will not desecrate this can by squeezing it.
Nice.
Nice.
Wow, you guys do things different in Georgia. Is it the heat that gets to you, or is it the lemon pepper chicken wings?
Man, we had the temperature drop tonight. I just had to come in. I just came in from outside. I still got my coat on.
Oh, did it get down to 62 or something?
I think it was 70, and that's friggin' too cold for me.
Oh my god! What's our temperature right now, Ray? Like 29?
Yeah, it was. It
just dropped.
It was 62 this morning when I got up and went to work.
Yeah. Oh, and it was raining. Yeah, today. It was nice.
Yeah, and now it's dropped down to like 29 or 30 degrees, so it's chilly now.
I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go check the weather right now. I'll be right back.
Well, as he fades through the wall. I love that, Matt. I love
you guys. So.
Like Homer
I love that.
Back in the hedge.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's like. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not sure how he managed to set that up, but it works. It works really well with his complexion. So
I like his backdrop. It looks like he's going to do a tight five in an 80s comedy club.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely. We should get him to tell some jokes when he comes back.
We should. And it's even better when
Toronto, and boy, are my arms tired. Har, har, har.
Like the best part is when he comes back on screen because he looks like the Kool-Aid man coming through the brick wall. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I hope he can hear that and he does it because that'd be awesome.
What do you got in your glass there tonight, Alan?
I'm drinking it's a Belgian style honey beer from Section 6 Brewing in Brandon, Manitoba.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice.
Before you got call. It's a nice beer.
Cool. Just before you joined us, I opened one of these.
Oh, I've had that before. Yeah.
Have you? It's I'm impressed. It's really, really nice.
It's the Angry Wee Scotch or something like that. It's called.
Yeah, Wee Angry Scotch Ale. Yeah, I'm really, really surprised at how nice this actually is.
Yeah, I've had that a few times. That's not bad. I haven't seen it in a while, but
yeah, I went into a beer store that I don't normally go into, and it's one of those ones that it looks like you're going to walk in and you're just going to ask them for what you want, but then you actually go into the back, and they had a really nice craft beer section, which is unusual for the beer stores around here. So
cool.
We usually have to go to the LCBO to get good selection. But yeah.
Is good selection, is that a Canadian slang term for raped?
Pretty much, yeah. Oh,
there it is.
I'm looking forward to getting raped at the LCBO when I'm up there in July. When I go in and they tell me that'll be $100 for 4 beers.
Oh. Holy crap!
That
I just
may
hope
be
they have a lubing station there.
It's really hard to get through that wall. Oh my gosh!
That's got to be one of the greatest entrances.
Orders.
That's the greatest entrance I've ever seen. I think that is awesome.
Well, it's the second time you've seen it, so.
I know, but you did it better that time. It was better. You're getting.
Oh,
better,
I
Paul.
appreciate that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. My glass is empty. I don't know what I'm going to do now.
What's it called again?
Gatorade.
Gatorade.
It's Italian,
yeah.
right?
Yeah, it must be. I think it's Italian. Gatorade.
Yeah.
It tastes great with pasta.
It probably does.
You know, well, you guys are all Canadian, so you probably have never even heard of this, but there's a place called South of the Border. It's a place on the border of North Carolina and South Carolina. Have you guys ever heard of it?
I have not.
No.
Well, if you're driving along the interstate there's something like one time back when I lived over there close to it, I counted all the billboard signs that promoted this place, and there was like 500 and some. But one of these days when I'm sitting around and I can't think of anything better to do, I'm going to count how many words are actually on this can of the old chocolate manifesto, because I can tell you that it's probably upwards of 17,000 words on this can.
Probably.
Take me a while to count them all, but they're all there. But you know what they did put on there? They put the ABV. That's very great.
There you go.
Man, I tell you what. See this one? This is my video that came out today. Not many words on this can. They made sure to put the 12-ounce thing in this blue square right here. So I know how big the beer is, but I have no idea how much of a punch it packs because they didn't put the ABV on there.
Well, if you had to
I don't
have a
like
guess, what would you think it was?
Low. If it was 5, I'm being generous. It's probably 4.5%.
Right.
Is it possible it's non-alcoholic?
It could be. It tasted like coffee with a little sugar and a little cream.
Interesting.
It's a
No
good
beer
thing
vibes.
ABV on the Chocolate Manifesto can, because that's like what, 10.5, 11% or something.
It's 10, I think. Yeah, it's 10.
Yeah, that's a strong beer.
It evens out.
Man, this beer is just so fantastic on so many levels. Oh, it just smells
right.
divine.
You're right, Brian. The ABV is not on that can anywhere. I'm just sitting here not that I don't believe you, but I have one too.
You know, I just don't like to have to look that up. I mean, you know, I picked it up because we were in Florida. I was with Shane and Dave's TV, and we went to this gas station that had a pretty good little craft beer selection. I just was grabbing it, looking at the labels. I didn't pay attention to anything. And then I get home and I look and I'm like, you know, man, all the beers were the same price, but why would I want to buy a 4% alcohol beer for $3 when I could get a 10% alcohol beer for $3? Doesn't make any sense, but how would you know if they don't write it on the label?
I'm going to say whiskey
math.
dick.
I'm sure Vanessa would agree. That's just math.
You should animate the bricks to open a doorway like on Harry Potter.
That's funny.
Lady, I'm also not the magic Asian.
Hey, Ray's brother's on. And he says Lord Chesterfield Ale is Youngling's best.
I love the Chetty.
Yep.
I've never had that one. I've never had the Chetty.
No, neither have
I
I.
haven't had that one either, I don't think. And he also brought us up to date on the temperature. So
26, man.
It is not 26 degrees right now.
Apparently
Fahrenheit,
probably
maybe.
is. Yeah, Fahrenheit. Yeah.
Yeah, Fahrenheit.
I'm pretty sure
Fahrenheit,
that's. Yes. He's just trying to keep all the Americans in the loop. That's all.
Oh, there's only one American. Oh, okay. Well, maybe
there's several Americans watching.
There's
some
several
very,
Americans
very good American
that are watching here. Yeah, Vanessa really liked your entrance there, Paul, when you came back in. So
it's you know what, it could be better. Fireworks. I'm working on the fireworks.
So Paul says 100 American will buy half the store for them down there. So
yeah, pretty much.
It is, the beer is cheap down there. Like it's insane how like you could buy like a case of beer for like $17.
Yeah,
that's good beer.
Is it?
You can get a case of the Yinglings for $20.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know. I saw that the other day when I was there. I'm like, oh, I only wanted like a 6 or a 12, and ended up picking up a 6 of tall boys of it. But yeah, so cheap.
It's crazy. It's America's kind of got some of their priorities correct. Honestly, we you know, here's the thing. We have such a small population, but the government's correct in thinking, how can we fuck these guys over? Oh, let's just tax them on their alcohol and their cigarettes.
Anything they enjoy. Let's put tax on anything they enjoy.
Yes.
Hey, Shane, let me ask you a question. You might not know the answer to it, but
I probably don't, but okay, shoot.
When it comes to bringing alcohol, driving it across, I know you're allowed. Is it so much per person in the car that you're allowed to bring across? Or is it just
person?
Yeah, usually
one
it's like
case per person.
Yeah, they usually don't bother. They don't bother you for a case. They don't bother you for a case. But anything more than that, but like if you have a case and a bottle, then you got a problem. Especially with my personal experience, I find they're harsher on liquor as opposed to beer. If you say, "Oh, I got a case of beer," they're like, "Okay, see you later. Have a good time." But if you say, I picked up a 40 Jack Daniels or say, then they kind of like go, "Oh," because I think they tax it based on the alcohol content of whatever you're bringing over. So if you got like a low liquor, it's say it's only like 25% alcohol as opposed to something that's a 40%. I think the tax is different if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's the way it goes.
As far as I know, in terms of alcohol, you can bring 1 case per person, 1 bottle per person, and
1
200
liter.
cigarettes. 1 liter, sorry, yeah.
1 liter, yeah.
And 200 cigarettes per person.
I was just
in terms
thinking
of
about
shopping
bringing,
stuff,
when it comes to bringing like beers to share at the deal, I want to know how many I could bring without getting hassled.
bring 8 cases of beer, 5 bottles of tequila, and like whatever you can load up into your vehicle or on the plane, just bring it.
And make sure you try and hide them in like all the pockets where you wouldn't think that the customs guys would look, because they really like that. It's like an Easter egg for them.
And tell them your name is Karen.
I don't know what this is. Vanessa said she wants to. Can I drive a bottle of Utopia across the border? I don't even know what that is.
Vanessa,
if you can afford a bottle of Utopia, man,
You guys
Vanessa,
know
I will
you
come
gotta
get
be
it.
rich to buy that.
I would love Utopia.
Hey, you just never mind.
Right.
Vanessa, I told you, Vanessa, I will come and get it from you. I will come and get it from you.
No, okay, Shane and I will come and get it from you. And yes, you can bring a bottle of Utopia up there.
No, Shane will go over and get it.
Can anyone explain what a Utopia is to Ray?
Super expensive.
Yes.
It's
That's the best word I can describe.
It's a bottle of beer, a bottle that goes for anywhere between $200 and $400 US.
It's not a bottle of beer. It's a little bit bigger than a bottle of beer.
Oh, it's a lot bigger. It's like 28% or something like that.
It borders on the taste of like a cognac. $230 US for Utopia so far. I will bid $125.
I did watch a beer day with TK and the Ginger Yeti reviewed it, and I'm like, how did they get their hands on that? That's
But they paid $400 for that bottle.
Yeah,
that's a limited release too, eh? You only get so many bottles a year.
Well, they only make it every 2 years. They only release it every 2 years. Every 2 years, yeah.
Oh, geez, Louise.
Well,
Vanessa,
Paul from PA Brew News has got some advice here. So,
what's that?
He says it's worth the experience, but not that good. Go for BrewDog's Sink the Bismarck instead.
Is that similar to the Utopia?
Not sure.
I haven't heard of the Sink the Bismarck.
Neither have I, no.
I've played Sink the Bismarck.
I do like the bottle. I mean, the Utopia bottle looks cool. I'd love to have it on display here at my bar, but not really worth. Not feeling the paying the $400 just to get it.
Yeah, and honestly, I don't think I'd. Right? Yeah. Well, so 230 US.
230 US. So $596,000 Canadian.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much.
So apparently this Sink the Bismarck that Paul was talking about is 41%.
Oh, wow.
Ooh.
Can you even call it beer at that point?
No,
it's
that's like
really Utopia is not really a beer itself. It's more closer to an alcohol than it is an actual beer product, but it's derived from the beer process, and the way it's made is what makes it unique in terms of the alcohol level.
Right.
But
5 pounds. Huh.
Vanessa, if you're willing to drive that up to Canada, lady, Ray will do anything for you.
Paul, do not give it to Paul. I already have this pre-arrangement with Vanessa already, so don't
say that about PA Brew News.
Don't be stomping on my lawn.
Yeah,
don't be
exactly.
Stomping on my lawn. Listen up, brother. I will stomp on your lawn if I want to. Listen, jabroni. We've got a lot of things to do. We want the Utopia. We want it in Canada. So if you want to bring it down here, come on, Vanessa. What you gonna do when these 2.5-inch pythons come running down for you? For you, sorry.
That's so funny how you went from like Hulk Hogan to The Rock, and then back to Hulk Hogan,
and then Gilbert Gottfried.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Come on.
Gilbert Gottfried.
Oh my God.
And a little bit of the Kool-Aid Man in there too. A little bit of Kool-Aid Man.
Yeah, that's true. That is true.
It's my Asian accent, assholes.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost to Brian.
What happened to
Oh, no,
Brian?
We lost a beer snob. He's probably like driving down to Vanessa right now. I'm gonna get me some. I'm gonna get me some Utopia.
And if you're doing a live tomorrow, look what I got, guys.
Yeah.
I'll say the other Paul.
He's back.
Asian sensation. Just geez Louise, PA Brew News.
Just refer to him as Alconaut 2.
Whoa. I am never Alconaut number 2.
You sure?
Did you change my name?
That?
You're changing my name, honestly.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Wow, honestly, oh jeez, fuck. How do I change this
now, children, play nice.
Oh, you know what? I don't have a day job, Ray. I can come to your work, and we'll discuss this tomorrow.
Oh, wait a minute. So, you're not going to be coming to the get together, right?
Ray?
No, I know Ray's coming.
Oh,
Ray.
Alconaut.
I don't think
2.
Ray's been coming for a while.
Wow, dude.
Wait, which one? Ray, I thought you were coming.
I am coming, yes.
Okay. So Paul
To
is
get
not
together.
coming.
This is the
I think
worst
it's-
circle jerk ever.
I will be, Brian, I will be attending to get together.
Man, I was hoping to get some tips because see, my coworkers keep telling me this is not going to happen. But my wife has told me that I can retire. She told me last month in 5 years. So I have 4 years, 11 months. So I'm just trying to get some retirement tips off of Paul, but now he's not going to be there. So I'll just have to get my retirement tips from a bunch of drunk people
Who are
at a
talking
beer
out their ass.
fest. All right. I'm sure I'll get some solid advice.
Of course you will. If you can't trust drunk people, who can you trust? I mean, come on.
Exactly, right?
they're
Why
completely
bother going to a
honest.
bar?
That's the thing about it. They're completely honest.
That's
Exactly.
true. That is true.
Now, here, let me ask you guys a question. I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the exact same question. Who here has a home bar? Hands up.
Hang on, let me check.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm not
If you're at
sure.
home, feel free to like do a thumbs up if you have a home bar. Now, let me ask you another question. Despite the fact that you have a home bar, do you have a home bar that you go to when you don't want to be at your home bar?
I really
Yes
like
and
the
no.
hardcore pub.
I had my regular place I went to for a while, but I don't go out as much as I used to. Now, if I go out, I generally just want to hit like a tap room, and I've got a few different ones I go to, but I like to try and mix it up. I don't have like my regular watering hole so much anymore.
Yeah, I used to do. There was one place I went to like once a month. It's just outside. Well, you guys know Iggy's in Fonthill. So anybody who doesn't know where Iggy's is, just outside town. But I have a friend of mine that I work with. He lives in Welland, which is on the other side. So we would go there and meet like once a month and have some beer. Nice little watering hole. But we don't go there very much anymore because our favorite waitress moved out east. So we don't go there anymore. So I don't have a regular place anymore.
Right?
Nice.
He's just shaking. It's just nuts. Just
No,
he's
Very
just shaking his
stoic. Like
I like
No.
I like Slumbar Millionaire. That's a nice place to hang out.
just to let you guys know, that
is a nice little place, actually.
I recently created a bar or built a bar in my basement because of the fact that, well, we were talking about beerflation earlier. So everything was just mounted on the point that beer was getting more expensive. And I just found out that I can get free access to Sportsnet and TSN, which is like the ESPN and all the sports channels in the States. So I can watch all my hockey games at home. So realistically, yeah, I named my bar Slumbar Millionaire.
That's
And
a great name.
I like it.
I like it, but despite the fact that I spend every night at Slumbar Millionaire, I still have a notion that every once in a blue moon, I kind of want to hang out at a bar to see other people.
Right.
Well, what I would love to do is I would love to hang out at Slumbar Millionaire with Frida Pinto from Slumdog Millionaire. No, wait. What was it? Was it called Slumdog Millionaire?
Yeah.
That movie,
Yeah.
man, she is freaking some kind of something. Woo, 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 woo.
Wow. Honestly, I need to talk to your wife there.
She's not down here right now. She's off doing other things.
That's okay. I used to be a skip tracer. I'll find her.
Is she having the salad tonight, Brian?
No, she's saving those for me. But little did she know, tomorrow they're selling pulled pork at work, and I'll be having 2 of those sandwiches.
Are you still on the diet?
The diet never ends.
As far as she knows. Listen, so we had to go to a thing at my son's school tonight for this trip he's taking next month. And I had to pay a little something on Zelle. You guys know what Zelle is? It's just like a payment app, through the bank. And when I pulled it up and I'm scrolling through it, and she's like, "What's all those burritos you're buying?" And I'm like, "Holy moly, I eat a shit ton of burritos at work, but they're delicious and they're nice, Gringos love that Mexican food."
Absolutely.
That's
You know
true.
what? I know your wife doesn't watch any of your shows or any of what we do. Because
That's why I can get away with all this.
You're openly just saying. If she ever got her hands on this, you'd be a dead man.
I feel confident she will never watch any of my
shoving
content.
vegetables up your wahoo for the next week or two if she found out what you've been saying.
Did she even watch the episodes that she was on with you?
Wait,
she does not.
Did you tell her about the Kelsey's you guys went to when you were down here with Shane? Was it Kelsey's?
No. We went to what was it called? It was called like Sarah's Salad Shack or something.
Salad
Sally's
Shack.
Salad Shack.
Sally's Salad Shack.
Yeah, Sally's Salad Shack.
Sally's Salad Shack.
I remember they threw a guy out because he came in with a juicy, big, fat burger that was dripping grease everywhere, and they threw him out of there because, that's not allowed in here.
Well, I was gonna say, if you guys are coming down for the Beer Tubers convention, Shane and Mr. Beer Snob here will tell you the full story of the salad and the not salad episode.
The not salad bar.
Don't worry, Brian. We are going to have lots of salads and healthy foods available.
I hope
He's not
got
gonna care
kale
lots
in it
of healthy
because kale
stuff.
just tastes wonderful.
Wait, when are you going on your vacation?
What's that?
When's Brian going on his vacation?
March 31st to April 8th.
Yeah. So in July, he's not going to care. You can have whatever you want after that.
I'm going to let him eat whatever anyway. It don't matter. Brisket and Boston bacon. Oh my God.
What is that?
Vanessa and her cooking stuff all the time, man.
I
know, right?
Freaking Wolfie's eating Play-Doh.
Let's do this. There we go.
There you go. Move everybody around.
I like brisket. I also like baked beans. Tupperware.
I love brisket.
One of Alan's feeds froze here. It's still over here on the other side. I can add extra Alans. It's there.
I'm the good Alan. Get rid of the other Alan.
Now it's fixed. I got it. I'm doing some learning here tonight, trying to figure out how all this technology works. So,
yeah. Hey, welcome to the club.
Run it next.
Welcome to the club.
Trying to figure out the whole banner thing. We're doing some more chit chat stuff right now. Scroller, blah blah blah. Paul and I are going to be putting out t-shirts of the month. We put some of this stuff up here to talk about. Go to the website.
Yeah, we got an alternate t-shirt logo that we got. You can check that out on our. Well, check out our website, and we got some stuff going on. We got articles. We got the beer education section that we're going to be adding to on a regular basis. So, and we're always looking for people who want to contribute. So if you got articles you want to write, let us know. Email us.
Yep. Cool. Yeah,
I love
I can write an article for your webpage. Oh, I'm going to write an article for your webpage.
Sure could.
I'm going to do that.
100%.
Yeah, we could put a guest. We could put a guest section in there, couldn't we, Paul?
Yeah, we could 100%. We could put whatever you guys want to contribute to it. We definitely want to get other beer shows on there as well, and kind of share the wealth. So like if you guys are up for like doing that kind of stuff, let us know. I'll give you guys details as to what we want to have on there in terms of what we want to see. But yeah, just look at the website. Tell us what you think. Whatever you want to add to it, let me know. Email, call Ray, or whatever.
Don't call Ray.
So,
Ray doesn't answer his phone.
That's
not
since
true.
that.
I've called you before and you've answered.
Not since that credit card thing.
Yeah.
Saudi Prince, you need help? Okay, here's my credit card number.
What? My grandson's in jail? I don't even have any grandkids.
Vanessa, the brisket, like, send to Canada. Just send the whole thing. Smoke it, send it.
Oh, I just had a brisket sandwich last weekend. Oh, it was fantastic.
Did you mean a salad sandwich?
That's what I meant. What did it come? Did it come out differently? I have a speech impediment.
Like, yeah, that was weird.
It's really hard to find good brisket in our area because not a lot of people are really good at it.
Oh, down here in Georgia, chewing is just a formality because if you take a bite of it, it just melts in your mouth.
I love that.
You go through the motion to be polite.
Honestly, biggest regret not coming to the first Beer Tubers convention. Honestly, I'm just gonna say this, and my wife doesn't watch any of my stuff either. She really fucked me over. Her and her fucking business meetings. We were literally in Ohio. We had to go back to Canada, which is a 7-hour drive. I was a 7-hour drive from Bryant.
Yeah,
crazy. And listen, guys, before you get into too much of a conversation, I got to head out here in a minute. So, because I got to go to work.
Yeah, we got a minute left here anyway. Shane, thanks for dropping in. We're gonna cut. We're gonna cut this live at 8 o'clock. We're gonna try and keep this to an hour every week.
Right.
So yeah, that's where we're at. So, but yeah, cool. Thanks Shane for dropping in.
No problem, guys. I will not. Thank you though. All right, guys. Have a great night.
Taking money from all those rich people.
Well, sometimes that's fun.
Okay.
Anyway, guys, have a great night. Have a great night. We'll catch up soon. Okay. All right. Cheers.
Cheers, buddy. And then there were 4.
And I'm
just
going to.
Alan's on the move.
On the move.
I'm getting dizzy, buddy.
Oh, hold on a sec.
Yes, it is.
Are you?
Hold on. I'm going to pop out for a second, and I'll join back in.
All right, he's going to the other beer fridge.
How long are you guys going to be on for?
The live goes for a little bit, but pop back in. We'll stay here for a bit. So
yeah, we got the after hour chat.
I'll be back in a sec. Cheers.
All right, cheers, buddy. And then there was 3.
Brian, like my wife, like you. So here's the thing. Chicago, right? Here you are, Brian. You had the most impact out of anybody with my wife. All she could talk about is you. And she's like, you're the only one she remembers.
Well, unfortunately, Chicago. I think it's because I was sitting across from her when we were, I don't remember, was it Ravinia? She had the unfortunate seat right across, so she had to look at me the whole time she was sitting there. And I'm sure that was quite a traumatic experience for her. But
I don't think that's the case at all. Also, she had plenty of opportunity to talk to everybody else. But like every time we're online and we're doing stuff like this, she's like, "We talking to Brian?" It's like, is he still going to Blackpink concerts? And like, I don't know.
Oh, yes, I am. I tell you what, there's no shame in my game. When they come back, I will go. And their tickets are expensive. I'm not going to lie to you.
Jesus.
And I don't, my eyesight's not so good. My hearing's not so good. So I got to be right up close. So I'm paying for the premium tickets, right up front, and, but I got to say this. I'm not going to go into too much detail on here with my recent growth, and there's people who think that I did it nefariously. But
we're gonna cut off of live, right, Ray?
Yeah, Burrs, I'm just doing the sign off here on the chat. We're at 8:00. We're going to head out. I want to say thank you to everybody who joined us tonight, who was watching, who commented. We're going to do this pretty much every Wednesday moving forward, I think. So jump back in and join us. Don't forget to check out our website, www.thealconauts.com. And drop in and check us out on the Instagram, the Facebook, and all those places. Cheers, everybody. Have a good night.
See you guys.